To the Throwdown. This is Chef Hamadi, and I'm welcoming you to yet another amazing episode that we always do very amazing things. We are on TV 47. Today is Sunday. I know you guys are relaxed back at home and ready to enjoy whatever we need to prepare today. But before we go into more details, I think you have realized that I'm joined by some very beautiful lady here. Today we are breaking the gender rule. I think not breaking, but actually upholding the gender rule, because you have been seeing men on the show all the time. You have realized that men at home, they want to see some beautiful faces on set. So we are trying to bring one very amazing, beautiful chef here called Chef Helen. Maybe she can tell us about herself before we proceed. Yes, Chef.
Hi, everybody. My name is Helen from Brema's Kitchen. Today I'm here with Chef Hamadi on the Throwdown on TV 47.
Yes. So what are you preparing for us today?
Today we are preparing easy to make samosas. So we are preparing them from scratch, from making the samosa pockets to the minced meat, to the filling, and to the cooking.
Yeah, so guys, I think if you follow Brema's Kitchen on Instagram or Facebook, you must have seen very special, amazing meals, maybe on their site or whatever they choose to prepare when they're serving their guests. So be rest assured, this is going to be a mouth-watering samosa recipe. At the end of this, if you don't know how to prepare samosas, I don't know how you can ever learn, because I Cook You Eat is all about simple steps for every individual back at home. And today, Helen will tell us how to do that much better than anyone else has ever done. So we'll go straight to starting. So where are we starting from?
All right, so we have flour. This is like a cup of flour. This one is half a cup. We'll use it later. But
this baking flour?
Yeah, all purpose.
All purpose, so
yes.
No self-raising.
And then we have our spices. But for those who don't prefer spices in their minced meat, they'll skip the process. So you have to do with minced meat. Yeah. So we have rosemary.
Yes.
Turmeric. We have ginger, cayenne pepper, cinnamon, black pepper, and salt.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe for someone else who is asking from home, we have cayenne here, which is a pepper. We have black pepper, and then we have the green chilies.
Yes. So these ones, for the cayenne pepper, it's for those people who love hot.
Yeah.
And for black pepper, I prefer putting it for those people who love mild kick in their samosas.
Black pepper is normally mild. It's not very.
Yes. And there are those who love extra hot, so we'll add for them the chili.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, step by step, I think you're going to get everything you need.
Yeah.
Every type of samosa you want, but you'll also try to do one without the leaf.
Yes. We'll do both.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we have leeks. I prefer using leeks because of the taste. Mm-hmm. It has a really good taste.
Yes.
It adds flavor to the minced meat, and also it's affordable than using shallots.
Yeah.
Or spring onions, as others call it.
Shallots ni spring onions.
Yes.
Kuna watu kwa mtaani mnashangaa shallots ni spring onions. Zile zana bulb onions. Pika tutumie jina. Yeah.
So these are our condiments. They're the ones we are going to use. Condiments in layman's language, it's the dips.
The dips.
Yes. So this is tomato sauce. Mm-hmm. Just tomato sauce. This one is hot and sweet, and this one is mustard.
Okay.
So some people can prefer to mix all of the three. Others will use one, others will use two. So it depends on your preference.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have minced meat. It's like half kg minced meat.
Is there any special measure if you have, for example, if you have, like you said, the fly is which amount? Half a cup?
1 cup.
Or 1 cup. This is 1 cup.
Yes.
So 1 cup can go well with the half a kg.
Yes.
Okay.
Comfortably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
So we start. And this is water. Warm water.
Not to strain sana. This is warm?
Yeah, warm water. So we'll put our flour.
Uh-huh.
Add salt.
The first ingredient you add is salt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Why do you start with salt and not the rest?
Because salt sometimes it overpowers some spices.
Yeah.
So you can never be sure. So you have to start with salt.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll add instead a spoon.
So that's like
this is like a half a teaspoon of black pepper.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'll add some turmeric for color. And then this is cinnamon.
All of them half a teaspoon?
Yeah, half a teaspoon of each.
Okay.
Then you mix it together.
So the ginger and the cayenne comes in later?
Yeah, it comes in later because there are some people who don't. The ginger and the cayenne and everything else, will add it to the meat.
Oh, to the meat?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So we add water. I'll use my hands.
So you add to which level? Or because if you are just pouring, maybe someone
you just pour until it becomes something like this. And then now you start working with the dough.
Okay.
For those who know how to make chapatis, you make it like you're making chapatis.
Oh, that kind of smoothness and...
Yes.
So when was the first time for you to make samosas? Have you ever had a challenge?
Actually, the first time I made samosas was last year. I had a function and they needed samosas.
And the customers complained.
They complained because the samosas were really thick and the meat was small.
So is there any other ingredient you need apart from all this?
Yes, I'll need some oil, like a teaspoon.
Oh, just a teaspoon?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get some. I think there's some oil here. So you just like a teaspoon of it?
Yeah.
That's a tablespoon.
No, this is a tablespoon, but you know.
So it's for the purpose of so that you don't add a lot
Yeah.
to go by.
Yeah. So.
But for beginners, you recommend to put a teaspoon first.
Yes.
And then now.
And then you see.
Yeah.
Now we'll transfer the dough to our surface, our working area. You put some flour, and then you transfer it there. Now you work with it first
Let me move this
before rolling. Make sure you work on the dough so that in Swahili vitu zielewane.
Vitu zielewane.
The ingredients zielewane tu hapa.
Zisipoelewana what happens?
You have to start all over again, imagine.
Na utajuaje zimeelewana?
You'll see the dough haitakuwa as sticky as it was.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you have to do it until you feel it's not sticking on the hands.
Yeah.
But it's soft.
Yes, it's soft. It has to be soft so that you don't get. There are some people who prefer those crunchy samosas.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are those who prefer.
But basically
regular.
for home because of children and you want something that
it has to be
soft. And nicely soft.
Yeah, and old people.
Yeah, and old people who might not be having
teeth.
Teeth that are very strong.
Yeah, so you have to work on the dough.
This is quite informative. First of all, we have had very many concerns about our audience back home. Those guys that want to learn more about samosas. We have never done a samosa show. So getting someone like you to explain it the way you're doing is actually quite a relief to them.
Yeah.
And those watching us from home, maybe you have a question, you need to ask something as we proceed. Send your message to 22047 so that we can get your feedback here and try to talk to Chef Helen here to get back to you in case you have any concerns about her samosas.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can go to the TV47 website and leave a comment there, go to the Cook You Eat page, and then you can also go to, you said your page is?
Brema's Kitchen.
Yeah,
yes.
Go to Brema's Kitchen on Facebook, on Instagram, leave a comment. And TV47 is also on Twitter, it's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, it's on we have so many platforms, meaning we can access you at whichever point you prefer.
Yeah.
So kindly leave a comment or a compliment as well.
And so also when they try, they tag us. so that we know they've tried our recipes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you try the recipe and it works out well, tag.
Please tell us.
Tell us how it was.
Even if it works out the way you didn't expect.
So make sure utengeneze kitu poa huku.
So you just
imagine somebody's ready. So samosas are awful. Hey? But I think you rarely find such comments because your food is.
Thank you. Check out our page.
I've tested your food. It's quite good.
So so the dough should be something like this or better than mine.
Try
guys. If you stretch it, you see.
More like rubber.
Yeah, it's rubber.
Nice. Haikatiki.
Ikikatika, keep kneading it. Yeah.
And maybe probably add some oil ukiona inakatika.
So you place it aside. Now let's work with our meat.
Oh, I had already taken the knife.
No. So this minced meat, I boiled it in the morning, way earlier. You can boil it as you go, but I prefer when it's a little bit cold. Yeah, before I put all these other ingredients.
So when it's cold, what happens when it's cold?
It gives me the correct measurements. Like I can estimate, I might make like 10 samosas, 15 samosas.
And then if it's hot, when you mix the ingredients, when it's hot, they also evaporate.
Yes.
Some of them evaporate through the hot vapor, and then they don't retain the nutrient that you really want.
Yes, so we'll place it on the fire, medium heat. Yeah.
So we proceed to the cooking area?
Yes. So I'll just...
medium heat?
I'll switch on the cooker.
That's medium.
Yeah, like that. I'll just place it on medium heat as I prepare the other ingredients.
Yeah, that's actually medium. Yeah. Just medium.
Alright, now let's work with the leeks. These ones are called leeks.
Niko hapo mtu wa mkono. You need washing, you need whatever.
Mtu wa mkono ataosha hizi leeks. So tunatoa hizi za nje.
These are the one that look dry and
zimebit.
So these ones are removed.
Yeah.
Then we put in the dustbin here.
You can use more than 2. You can use as many as you want.
Yeah, because mtu sema siri ya chakula kitamu ni kichungu.
That's true.
Yeah. So even samosas, siri bado ni hiyo. I've always told you guys that when you have enough kichungu, you can always have very tasty food.
So now we'll wash them.
The running water.
Yeah. You can use any other onion. It doesn't have to be leeks if you don't have the leeks. You can use the spring onions. You can use the bulb onions. Yeah, but don't use white onions. White onions are for salads.
Okay.
Yeah. But for flavor, leeks are the best.
Unaosha paka ndani nzuri inakaa.
Iko safi.
You see?
Yes, thank you, chef.
Kidogo. You see? Kuna kaoni kidogo hapa. Hii ndio